Hello, Sibo, Lot Nobody, Arizona Ants. How is everybody doing? How am I coming through? Loud and clear? I hope everything is okay. Hey, Outro. Hello, No Agent and Keeper. Martin. All right. These girls so far away. Hello, and welcome to the Crafting Ant stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Carpenter irritans. And this is the colony for the channel, for the subscribers, for you guys. I am sorry, I completely forgot to do a poll this week. Hey, Antquest. I was busy with all activities. So, there they go. These girls are loving the new setup. Yep, there's still liquid in there. They are loving the new setup. Hey, Unplug. Yo, Fuzz. We need a poll about the next text on the lid. That's a good one. That's a good one, but that needs to be an open one then. But we have a little bit of brood. Just a little. Hey, ants and stuff. Let's water them up. Hey, I'll do. How many are they? I don't know. I never count my ants, and I'm always think it's hard to do, but how warm is it there? They are normally in the Viv, and the room that they are now in is around 20 degrees. Estimated. Lol. I don't know. How many are in there, people? Help me. Need to work the lights again a little bit. I think a couple. I mean, between 1 and 200. I am looking if we can find Rita. That's our queen that has been named by you guys. But the nest is getting bigger, so more places to hide. But see that brood pile. I mean, we have a big brood pile here, and we have a small one there, and there's also still brood in this corridor. So they're doing great. Are they using that left as a trash pile? No. They put all the trash in in the corner there. Behind the twig. That's where they put the stuff. Hey, Austrians. I now see that I don't have a screw in there. Let's fix that. Well, the twigs are not in the gypsum, so I can pick up the twigs, clean it, and put it back. So it's not a problem. Well, I'm happy to see that at least this week they're active. By the way, guys, I'm having some troubles with the overlay, so it's not working. But instead of donations for through YouTube, I set up a Buy Me a Coffee account. So if you want to donate, it is co-fee.com/thecraftingant. And all the money that will be collected there will end up for new ants. No, it's not in the video bio because, to be honest, I was a bit late. But I'm sure that one of you guys can find it and then tag it or something. Maybe I can. Your page. I can't remember how to spell it. Watching my Formica Rebriefer in the background. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's get started. We got a couple of ants to feed. So, you know the drill. If you want to see any species or anything, let me know. And then else I'm going to grab them in random order. I saw a question about the singularis. Oh. And they're out. Hello there. I think did the ant merchant have honeypots? I'm not sure. I know he had, but I don't know why, but these guys prefer just to eat crickets, which is fine. Since I know it now, did anybody find the coffee? Oh, shit. Whew. One grasshopper tried to get away, but I caught him. I'm looking for it. So it's co-v.com/thecraftingant. Okay. I was not looking at the screen. Sorry, guys. Let's check out the nest. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, even better. Our first cocoon. Our first cocoon. Looking at the cocoon, dude, he needs substrate. Just the cocoon is really fuzzy. Damn. Well, this is working, guys. This is working. Yeah, I don't know why it's so wide. I don't know. Maybe it's fresh. That's if it would be a male, that would suck. That would suck. Hello, Flo. Hey, the coffee is working. Nice. Thank you, Fuzz, for the first donation. How did you get it to work? The bot is in there. Nice. So, guys, as you might have heard before, YouTube actually takes a real big proportion of the donations, up to 55%. Ko-fi, buy me a coffee, only takes 5%. So, yeah, that's a really big difference. Thanks, Fuzz. 5% of the goal. Nice. So all the money that will go into that is going straight back into the ants. Remember that all the setups are sponsored by The Crafting Ant, by my company. So it's purely ants. And all ants colonies that leave the Viv that I sell in some kind of way, that money also goes back into new ants. And with that, well, we will be able to get some nice colonies that I can sell maybe to some of you guys, and we can get newer, bigger, faster, more honey putty stuff on the channel. Let's be honest, Alphabet can't miss it. It's a €5 minimum. Okay, I have to check if I can change the setting on that. Okay, well, Singularis win. So guys, if I don't hear anything from you, I'm just gonna grab ants that are in the viv in a random order. Fusca update. Yeah, after this one. Chromatogaster scutularis. And I see a problem. They are taking over the nest. And I now see that they are at the hydration port. So I am going to need to work with plugs. Come on. So I'm going to have to put plugs in there. They have been eating through the white tongue. And as long as you have the red film on it, that's great. How big are the Singularis? Singularis is one of the biggest species of Camponotus, I think. But look at the numbers. Hello, Clover Snake. Damn. They really are enjoying themselves over there. Let's give them something to eat, and let's see if I can take a plate out. Bigger nest, yeah. And maybe switch to gypsum. The thing with white tongue is that it's actually easy material for them to dig in. Ah, thank you, Martin. 10% of the goal already, guys. I will have to check. Apparently, the donation is set at €5. I don't know if I can change the minimum on that. I set the first goal at 100. I have no idea for a species yet. So I think we should make like a wish list on our Discord, so that you guys can help decide. I am saying help decide because, of course, I also need to think of nest I can make for them and content I can make with that. But that will eventually pay itself back when the community gets bigger. There's more rewards for everyone. Metallicas, they are on the list. Get Paraponera. Expensive jump, but sure. We of course have the Neoponeras. We already have some leafcutters. Yes, and they are finally doing great. I'm so happy. I can show you. Guys, you can scream all kinds of species now. We'll make a tab for it on the Discord. We'll have a discussion over there. I think that's a better solution than starting screaming all kinds of names. Again, they are swarming all the plates. I'm not gonna give them a hard time today. So yeah, later on, join us on Discord, and we'll figure something out. I have to say again, guys, for the people that were in the Discord stream, I am really happy with this Outworld. It is awesome. Next up are challengers. I tried to clean them this afternoon. I got all the rubble into one side, and then they just put everything everywhere again. These are brothers and sisters of the Messy Barbarous, I can tell you that. Yeah, Messy Manica, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna... Last time it worked, giving them some food that they left the other plate alone. Temnos! You and your Temnos. How many do you got now, Neelius? Tries the magic word. So, did all of you guys watch this week's video? I had so much fun making that video. Let's go! Hey, Don, I thought you were going to bed. Don is actually an old schoolmate of mine, and he's on the other side of the world now. Jet lag. Yeah, I can imagine that. Okay, I need to grab some paper and clean my tweezers. Yellow Carpenter ants coming tomorrow. Nice. Yellow, which one are yellow Carpenter ants? Camponotus, and then? I think he doesn't want to fall asleep yet because he hasn't had dinner yet. 24 people online. Thank you all for joining. The channel has been growing a lot. So thank you all for that. Also, with the Discord, we are getting close to a giveaway. And we already discussed that the giveaway is going to be a small setup. So if you're not in the Discord, join. And soon there will be a giveaway. Okay, so Hungry Bunch, you need a Fusca update. Yeah, you said that. I'm gonna get them. The brood is still looking good for Ruby and the Renegades. They are always so active with food. Okay. Oh, they are also active today. Remember last week when they didn't want to move? Fusca update. Fusca. I'm sorry, guys. I have so many setups at the moment. Yeah, they still got water. I have so many setups at the moment. I need to start labeling them. I constantly forget. This should be the Fusca. Yeah. Oh, okay. Brood. A mess, but brood. It's not flexing. It's a problem. I can tell you that. But some colonies already left the end room, and some more will be leaving the end room. I mean, I had a ton of nigers. I think we're past the nigers. So my daughter's setup is still there, because I would have a huge fight if I would give them away. But I give my own nigers away. One of the Temno Forex is gone, but not the big one. Hello, Nicolas Dunkel. This is Formica Fusca. They are now at my nephew's, and with the agreement, if he doesn't want them anymore, they're coming back. So they are still in the family. Okay, but the Fuscas are making a mess, but at least the nest is looking good. TCA had a little attachment to it. I got the question before from some of you guys, but guys, with your order, you're getting the small T handle for the 2.5 Allen key. But don't forget that you can still slide it off and use the angular piece. So in the corners where you cannot reach, you can still use the angle piece by just sliding it out. So it's a normal key. It's just helped with a 3D printed part. Okay, so we have the Fusca update. Oh yeah, Temnos. Temnos. You have a better set. Yeah, that's a possibility. You didn't get one with the order. At one point I was out, and I have new ones in. So if you want one, I can get you one for the next round. That's also why it's not included on the page. It's a gift. So yes. Oh yeah, for your second order. Yeah, if I know that you have a key, they are tiny. But they are beautiful. You didn't get one with the first? Then I probably was out. Well, they are still happy in the outworld also. They didn't eat a lot last week. I might also need to invest. I'm doing my taxes this week, and if everything goes correctly, I might be buying a new desk chair because I took it apart. This one, I lubricated all parts, but it's the seat itself that is making the noise. So yeah, not much I can do about that. So sorry, you have to listen to the squeaky a little bit more. Get out of here. We get them all. Yeah. The messy barber is next. Sure. Sure, Atu. Okay, I don't like the fact that there is a mealworm walking around there because they are tiny ants. Which chair are you gonna buy? I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet. But I need to. Oh no, I need to wait to next month because then I get a tax reduction. Okay, messy Barbaras. Let's grab them. So you're back to Rita and the Irritators. They are doing amazing. Messy Barbaras. Messy Barbaras. Of course, they are going insane. 29 people in the stream. Welcome, everybody. Yep. I lifted up the setup, and they are running outside again with brood. Panicking, as always. Nest empty. Typical Messor Barbarous behavior. The annoying thing is now you have no clue how much brood there actually is. I got the question again today. I got the question a lot. How much do I water my nests? Is there a difference between gypsum and white tongue? It depends on the species. It depends. It depends on if you have them in a VIF or a heat cable or stuff like that. The best thing is just to look at the gypsum and to look at the white tongue to see its color. Now you could see that this one is pretty white. The bottom is now gray because I just watered it. But you can see that the top is still white. White means dry. Green means wet. Is this 3D printed? The outside, the flex nest, is 3D printed, but the insert is gypsum. For this one. For this one, the insert is white tongue, aerated concrete. For the one, the other version that we have is with wood, but the outside is 3D printed, and all the sets are completely modular. So this is the small setup, and in the back we have the large setup. I also got the question, am I going to put a large setup on the website? Yes, I am, but I am not sure yet how I am going to make that, because I might be making a bigger feeding corridor for the large setup. That's why it's not on there yet. If you really want to, I can make a large setup for temporarily. That I put the setup that Rita is now in as a large setup. Hello, and experiments. But yeah, the Messor Barbaras are great. Mario, do you have honey pots? Not yet. I don't know if you know the story of my channel. I have a shop, thecraftingant.com, where I sell all the nests that you see in the in all of these lives, and I'm currently working on a leafcutter setup, as I don't have a honeypot setup yet, and I want to make my own. As you can see, they have left the nest, and where are they? Completely in the tube. So yeah, you want an XXL nest with the same footprint as a large outbuild. I'm looking at that, but I want to keep it modular, Martin. So I need to see how big I can print. That's my thing. The size of my print bed will be decisive for the next size. So this is Tetramorium by Carinatum, and these ones just decided to go live in a tube. I could take the tube out and put them in the outworld because this was an empty drinker tube. I decided not to. I was like, okay, it's actually kind of funny. So I just left them in there. Carpenter ant update. Which one? Because we already did Campanodus scutularis, Campanodus scutularis. We already did Campanodus singularis. We have the irritans. You want to see Beastly? Okay, Beastly. Yeah, Beastly is our Campanodus vagus. Put that one in here, and then you don't always see it, but I always feed them, of course. And after that, Nikita. Okay, so first Beastly. Oh, this is not a Carpenter. Nikita is still here. I didn't manage to clean them, Martin. I want to see they are now not in the feeding corridor. If I can grab some of the junk out of there. Did you see it? How fast they are? There's one running on the irritators. Check out that speed. It's bananas. But so is my speed. Oh no, he got away. Campanodus vagus. They are so amazingly fast. Bro, zoomed out. Yep. Well, I am going to show you guys the nest. Oh, yeah. We got cocoons. Again, white cocoons. With speed. I know that Vagas are one of the faster ones. I am not going to try to pronounce your name. Thank you. It's the flex nest with a wooden insert. You can find it at thecraftingant.com. What do you think about my snails eating from your smiley tray? That was so nice to see. But I'm really happy to see smiley trays in all kinds of videos. I'm an animal friend. For me, it doesn't matter where they end up, but it's just cool to see. But they are doing amazing. Again, the white cocoons do gypsum has the big advantage that it's easier to keep clean. Humidity between gypsum and white tongue is pretty much the same. So I can do the announcement soon. The gypsum will be added to the shop, and that's at the moment it's 3 sizes of gypsum. Well, 2 smalls and 1 medium. So this is the medium that's going to be added. As you can see, it's the same size as it fits the medium, of course. Why am I? Yeah, there we go. And then we are going to have a small, but this is for a larger species, and we're going to have the teardrop. Ollie, the wood is only for certain species. Not a lot of species can actually do it. You have to have a colony that's bigger so that they can regulate their own humidity, but it also has to be a species that actually likes to be in wood. It's not that you can do that you can put all species in wood. Certainly not the case. The irritators are very active today. Okay, I need to make some space because I need to show a very cool setup with some very cool ants. Yeah, that's too small. For that, I would just recommend to start with gypsum or with a white tongue. What does it mean, more eggs? What do you mean? I missed something, I guess. Okay. Time to show Nikita. So this is our Carpenter nicobarensis colony. Martin and wife, pay attention. So this is Nikita and the femme fatales. It's a Nicobarensis 1 queen colony. Yeah, a lot of ants are exploding at the moment. Let's see if we can find Nikita today. They are polymorphic, so the sizes can be different. But there she is. There is Nikita. So Nicobarensis are monogyne, but in captivity some have been kept polygyne, but in nature they are monogyne. Hello, Juan. So the nest is getting pretty full. We have stacks of eggs over there. We have stacks of eggs over there. But we just had an enormous explosion. So the egg pile just went down, but the worker count went through the roof. And the outworld needs a bit of a cleaning. Let's give him some sugar water. This outworld does not have any gypsum in it. So this is just a sand base. So you can actually just take the wood out, the stones out, and clean the whole base. The nice thing is, it is a large outworld. I can just go in with my hands, grab stuff. No leaf cutters yet. Nobody's asked for them yet. So I'm working from one viv to the other. And the leaf cutters they were in the colder viv, which was recommended by Elias. But then I had some issues with the fungus not growing. So I moved them to the warmer viv and they are growing. You asked for the cigar factory. I'm sorry. The cigar factory. Those girls really, really, really need some attention. But I have a different video for this week. But after that, probably I'll do a Filosa upgrade. Approved. Sorry, there's been a lot of typing. I cannot follow that fast. How many queens Carabera diversity you have? It's a 1 queen, the colony that I have. 1 queen colony. But that's big enough in captivity. Yep. Show the Carabera and the leaf cutters. Well, I am going to grab the leaf cutters. Yes, first I know, but I'm going to grab the leaf cutters because the Filosas are behind the leaf cutters. So I need to make space anyway. So I'm going to start with the leaf cutters. And for the leaf cutters, some already know it, but I'm going to tell the story about them. Why the setups are like they are now. First, back to the irritators. Okay, first of all, the first colony of leaf cutters. Guys, thank you. Oh, sorry. because this would not have been possible without the donations from you guys. So this is our first Lundy colony, and it's hard to get a good picture on it because they are in a cup and that's a little bit foggy. High humidity in there, not much I can do about it. But you can see them. You can't see the queen. She is around back. She might pop in because she walks around. So thanks to you guys, I was able to buy a colony of leafcutters. So I contacted Elias and I bought a Lundy colony with around 10 workers. But then when they arrived, there was a little bit of problem. Fungus is a kind of mold. I think so, yeah. So there was a small problem with the fungus. And right away, I sent some pictures back to Elias, and Elias was like, okay, we need to sort that out. So he sent me a donor batch of fungus. But I really want to test these setups before starting to sell them to you guys eventually. So I asked Elias, is it possible to give me a nice price on a second colony? And he said, sure, but it's going to be a smaller one. So this is our other colony with 4 workers. It's again Lundy. They also, at arrival, had some problems with the fungus, but this one I did not boost. They pulled through themselves. Oh, wait, Juan, it gets even better. Because I never knew how donor fungus is shipped. And it is actually shipped by just grabbing a container and scoop fungus out of a nest. So Elias is also in our server, Fuzz. So the cup size that you see here, I was donated 1 cup full of fungus. But the fungus are sent with workers that keep the fungus alive during the travels. And I got a cup that was full. There was hundreds of ants in there. And so I asked Elias, okay, what happens with those ants? Well, they will keep making fungus, but there's no queen, so there's no brood, so eventually they will die. But it was a lot of workers, and I need to test my setups. So I gave them a setup. This cup, they built this in like 2 weeks. Yeah, the highest humidity that you can get. The higher, the better. So I got, I placed these girls in the setup. So this is queenless. There's no queen. This colony will die. But I wanted to be sure because I didn't know what was going to happen to the other colonies. So I wanted to see if I could get some extra fungus as a backup. But these girls are so growing so fast. It's not possible. It's not possible to give them a queen. But these girls are growing so fast with their fungus that there wasn't room enough in the starter pot. So I connected an outworld. And they are now cutting in the outworld, running through the tube, bringing it into the nest. And this cup is almost full. I am going to need to place a bigger cup. They told me that Lundy, this species, is one of the best to start with. They are the easiest to keep. And Ilias still has colonies. Yeah, around 120 euros, you have a Lundy colony with around 10 workers. Hello, Fireball. No, not yet. The setups are in testing. That's what you are seeing now. But I'm very happy with how it's going. Do you disinfect the leaves that you give them to feed? Well, I pick some up when I bring my kids to school. I know that they are clean. I bought rose petals where you can actually make tea from. I bought those from a reform shop, which I'm sure that doesn't have any pesticides. And I give them leaves from my own garden, which I'm also sure that there's not anything on it. They like butterfly bush leaves. Or do a lottery for one of the leaf cutters? No. As I said before, I want to test different colonies. So when both Lundy colonies get big, I will sell one. But for that money, I will buy another leaf cutter and also try them in the pot. And I am not. The reason why I am not selling ants is because of the shipping part. I find that very hard to do. So yeah, that's the biggest danger in the whole ant business. That's why I only sell nests. Hello. Yeah, I want to get some atta. Would be cool. But first, I want to get the Lundy going, and then we're going to check out atta. Thanks, Ollie. Thank you very much. Mirando los amigos. ¿Qué pasa? I was in Spain for half a year during my my education, but I have to say that I forgot most of it. I was in the top of Spain for 3 months near Bilbao and near San Sebastian. It's really nice there. But the cigar factory, and do we have cigars? Yes, we do. As I said before in the stream, these girls really need an upgrade. They need a fresh nest. And well, I need to figure something out with the Outworld. I did give them a water tube in the Outworld because I had too many problems with the jaw drinkers. It's not working. I'm not gonna do a lid flip with these girls. Hell no. But there you go. They are so pretty. Oh, that's the queen. No, I'm just going to give them a new nest and then let this one dry out and they will move. It's not going to be a problem. And if there's one or two in the nest, that's fine. 500 coffee for a lid flip. Hello, Joseph. Hey, Sadie's in the house. The name of this colony, this is Neopanera phallosa, Texas bullet ants. And there is quite a growth in numbers. I'm still very happy. We got this colony gifted from the ant merchant for the 100 subs. I borrowed this colony from them, and then they decided to give it to me. So, spending my life savings to make them do a lid flip. Well, they actually managed to tackle the barrier. Yeah, the 1K subs. What did I say? Did I say something else? 100. No, 1K. Lol. Okay. For the people that do not know, these ants eat live crickets, and I will be feeding them live crickets. So there will be some action. But first I gotta take that one pesky ant off the lid without it stinging me. Okay, we have one escapee, as you can see. Not anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna give them some live crickets, and they will hunt them. See if I can give you guys some extra light. There we go. Where did the cricket go? Oh, it's behind the water tube. So I did eventually make it into a tubs and tubes, or I put a water tube in there because I just had problems with hydrating them, and they were constantly destroying the drinkers that I was making and testing them. So I decided to give them a break and give them some water. Okay, there was one that ran into the nest. That one is gonna get stinked. So, okay, it's in the brood chamber now. Oh, it's getting stung multiple times. Juan, we prefer if everybody talks English so that we can all enjoy each other's comments. They are really going for it. While they are making a mess, I am going to grab some stuff out of the Outworld. Yeah, I've been pulling on a cotton. Well, thanks for joining, Austrians. Sadie, are you there? I have a question for you. At what point can I start taking dubias out of the dubia setup? Do you just see an enormous increase in numbers, or at what point is it viable to take dubias out of the setup? Yeah, they're pulling the cotton. So this one, they pulled this tube completely empty, and this was also a lot bigger. They pulled everything out. Yeah, that's a problem with these ants. That's why I put the tube in there, but they're already pulling the cotton of this tube also. With Delano, then I have. Are you still playing Rust? Are we talking about that, Delano? I take the males first till the ratio is about 1 to 5. Yeah, I know that. Messor, do you feed them sugar water? Occasionally, but standard, no. They take everything from the crickets. How are the Odantos doing? Our castle builders. I'll show you the castle builders. The Odonto moles. Each female can have around 25 babies every 65 hours. 65 days. Okay. But is it just that you see the numbers growing and that you then start picking them out? Because I see a lot of small ones now, but... So, the Odontomachus clarus, our trap jaws, they had the nest over there, but they moved. They made a new nest in this corner, but now you actually can't see it. Or can we? Oh, you can actually see a larvae. But it just built a complete new castle. But yeah, they moved, but they're still in the outworld. But I was thinking, should I make a video about them? But I cannot get any clear footage. I mean, I can destroy it, but then why? It's funny. They're happy. Why should I push them into doing something that they clearly don't want? I mean, I'm still hydrating the nest. They sometimes are still in the nest. They just don't bring the brood and the queen in there. Do you have Fedoli? Yes, I have Fedoli notice. And no, they have not been on the stream today. So they will be out in a bit. Let's go. Yeah, I thought so too, Sadie. I mean, I saw this week that I had a lot of males, more than I thought. So I took a couple of males out, but that's it. I left the rest. No, I do not have Floridanus. No, I have Camponotus Singularis, Parius, Irritans, Cruentatus, Vagus, Nicobarensis. Yeah. The Adantos, they are actually increasing in numbers, but they are not the fastest growing. Okay, that was enough. You want to give me some Floridanus? Okay. Well, I'm always open for donations, of course. There is a lot of hunting going on now. Do you have a lot of Floridanus then yourself? They are increasing in numbers. You can see them hunting now. There's way more out hunting now. For end donations, yes and no. I mean, I think Floridanus is a really nice species to have, but I am going to get rid is always, it sounds a negative. I am going to let go of some other species just because I want to make a story. And when the story is done, I would like something new. There are some species that will never leave. The tetras will never leave. The Filosa will never leave. The Carabera will never leave. But some of the Camponotus are content related. So yeah. Formica rufa, nah. What barrier do you use to keep your ants from escaping? I use two types. I use PTFE on most of my setups, and then I occasionally use talcum powder with alcohol, but you have to watch out because it can make your acrylic crack. And I have that with the Tetramorium by Carinatum. I use it because they just destroy PTFE in a matter of hours. But yeah, for me, if the lid cracks, I put a new lid on. But that's not something that I would recommend. If you want to use sand, boil it or put it in the oven for a long period of time. But you have to make sure that it's safe. I used to boil it. Okay, let's put the Adantos back. Carabera, yes, coming up. How many conies do you have? I made a list, but I don't remember. I think it's around 30 at the moment. So, another setup that we made. So it's a large outworld, but we put a gypsum floor in it with some plants. And that's their hunting area, and I can tell you that they claim every inch of it. I need to get my vacuum cleaner. I was making an attachment for that so that I can easily clean this up a little bit more. No, the harps hasn't been there. So at the moment they are in a small white tongue. but it's packed to the brim. It's completely filled. Okay, sorry, reflection. Yeah, there we go. There's the queen. Yeah, this setup I built it. So this is why I built the setups like this. On this side, I am going to connect a medium nest, and then I will try to get this one empty, and then then I have the possibility to take the double drinker, put it on this side, and then I can place a large one here when it is time. No, I'm not gonna upgrade today. So let's make them a nest, or let's make them a nest. Let's make them some food. For some colonies, I do nest upgrades during the stream, but for the Carabera, that's yeah, easily said. That is content for a video. So I'm not going to give them a new nest during a live stream. What is your favorite ant species? I get that question a lot. I cannot give you an answer. The thing is, there are too many species that have cool features. These ones, polymorphic, swarming prey, awesome. But then you have the harps with their jumping and their hunting. That's something special. I like the movement of the leafcutters. I fell in love with that. I love how small and cute the Temnos are, but also the Scutularis. Tetras with their inbreeding. To get yeah, I know, Sadie. So for now, I am gonna keep watering this, but after that, I'm gonna let it dry out, and then I'm going to disconnect it and put it in the outworld. Now, there's no super majors yet because they haven't been out yet. Don't forget, guys and girls, the last few weeks I've been trying also to put live streams on the Discord. So this week there was a lot of leafcutter activity because I was busy with the pods. So every time I would change something, I would put the camera on it so I could check it myself, of course. But do I keep exotic species? Well, you're looking at one, so yeah, no, I let them dry out. Well, thanks for joining, Juan. Yep, every Sunday. Okay. So I guess it's harps time then. But Martin, you can disconnect the old nest, put a blind in there real quickly, and then just put it in the outworld. And I don't know if you've seen what I did with the harps also. You can just sometimes just take the lid off of the nest and then put them in the outworld. Sorry, I need to move a little bit to show you guys the next awesome colony that is doing great. Check out this, guys. Oh, we're live again with spinning the cocoon. Da, 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 da. Yeah, the diversa is big enough, Martin. Anopsilopus custodians. Okay. I need to look them up after the stream. How would you prepare the Harpegnathos when you go on a 1 week vacation? With harps, it's actually way easier than you think. Because I just put a lot, but then a lot of crickets in the outworld. And they only take down the crickets that they need. And they will sedate them and keep them in the nest. So if you keep some live ants in the outworld, and then or some live crickets in the outworld, they're going to be fine. I need to get some crickets. So I'm putting some in the outworld right now, but they will only hunt what they need. And that's the nice thing about harps. Oh, you actually found one. So you are from South Africa then. Nice. So yeah, I just throw a couple of them in the outworld, and when they are done with them, when there are no more crickets running around in the outworld, I just put new ones. And they take care of the rest themselves. But yeah, we still have eggs, larvae, bigger larvae, cocoons, and spinning cocoons. So yeah, harps are doing great. Loving the hearts, guys. Okay, guys and girls, don't forget, if you have any requests, let me know, else I'm just going to grab what's available. The Renaissance, the Parius, the Lasius, do you have Crudentatus? Well, then I have to say, Eds England, ladies first, yes, I have Crudentatus. And I just grabbed them without knowing that you were asking for them. So, Predatory. And I don't like test tube setups anymore because they are always so annoying to get the glare off. So these are doing really good at the moment. There is indeed a lot of brood. But to be honest, one of your favorite campos. Okay. Well, this girl was, I bought her in February last year, 2024. They are not doing great. I had 2 queens. The other one passed away. You have 2 large colonies of them. Well, I am actually, and I'm almost scared to say it, I'm thinking of selling these girls. Because I have so many campos and yeah. I know, but what should I do? If I keep this pace up by the end of the year, I'm gonna have 6 vivs. Where should I live? Yeah, but that's the same with a lot of species when you get big majors. And I'm bad at waiting. In the shed, in the tent. You guys are so nice for me. Sleep in the car, keep the ants in the home. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I felt the love a few minutes ago, but that's gone. But the majors have big gold butts. I'll show you nice big gold butts. We have parias for that. Third with video. I didn't show the build of the second Viv, and I actually still need to finish it. So yesterday I was like, okay, I need to do the lighting. So I bought LED strips and I connected them, but they got so warm that they melted the hot glue that I used. You know that if I have that many vivs, that I have to do a 24-hour feeding stream then, right? You all know what's gonna happen. No, I'm struggling with room also for production, so this is the parias. And yes, he's gonna need more vivs anyway for the LC and the Diversa. Yes, but then I might do the same thing as I did with the Tetras, Sadie. Put the nest in the Viv and put the outworld outside of the Viv. But Campeonatus Parias, or the one, the one with the gold. I really like these. He's gonna need more vivs anyway. Why? Why are you all doing this to me? That are better. Well, the Predatory is supposed to be faster growing than this one, but I got this colony later. I need to go to a bigger house. Sell the bullet and keep the crew in Tatas. Oh! No, no. Oh. No. I gave them water. Yeah, I gave them water. I don't like this accusation. Talking about water. Let's get the Renaissance out then. Yep. Moving you guys around. They are invasive, but I still want them. Nice. Well, no Rene yet. As usual, moderator in the channel, never there. It's fine. The Renaissance are beautiful, beautiful colony. Doing awesome as ever. They did decide to put some of the brood in the tube. And they have water, but I was kind of waiting for them to get out of this tube. But I might need to tap it into the outworld. So, yeah. And then the same thing as always. Can we get something out without any workers? Okay, we got 2 workers that got out. Only 2. I think that's a record. Yeah, the pink unicorn Lasius. Yes, after this one. After this one, you will get your... Sadie, if you want one, I can send you a nest. I would love to see you put some nice ants in a pink setup. In pink, yeah, sure. The note for Messor. No, I haven't showed them yet. The colony that I kept a secret for a while. And then the biggest question is, do I have more secrets or not? Okay. Get out the way. Get out the way. We'll talk after the stream, Sadie. Seeing the history of your channel, the question is, how much have you not shown? Ah. I might have 4 surprises or something. Look at the response of food. The Renaissance. I need to drink something. 1 hour 45. We are flying through the colonies today. By the way, Fuzz, I was thinking, would it be cheaper if you send them to me and I send them to you? Fuzz, from the website I said. Not 45, 135, I'm sorry. Is it smelly? No, it's actually not smelly. But they are, as you can see, hard to clean because there's ants everywhere. But I actually need to clean these. Here's a question. If you didn't make your own stuff, how much would all these setups cost? Well, if I would put it into Wakushi money, I would go over 1,000, I think. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 large outworlds alone. Is a few €100. And that's just 5 large outworlds. Then I have around 10 small setups. I think his international shipping is like €7. So if you want to order anything from my shop, you can let him ship it to me, and then I can put it in the order. We can talk later, Fuzz. But yeah, Sadie, it would be quite expensive, but then the hobby wouldn't be like this. Well, I can still ship it to you if it's cheaper to reship it to you, Fuzz. Okay. Nover Messor Coccarelli. A few of you guys knew that I had this colony, but to be honest, Sadie, I have been lucky with colonies. I have done second-hand purchases. Of course, I do a lot with Stein. So on ants, probably not a lot. I also did a lot of trading. I have a couple of colonies that cost me nothing because I just traded a setup for a colony. So it's paid by the company. I ship worldwide. I can ship everywhere. I don't ship ants, just setup, so I can ship worldwide. It's no problem. But these are so active. Oh, there's the queen. It's so funny. I said that the queen was hard to find, but in almost every shot she is in. Go rewatch it. She's in almost every shot. That was so funny. I got so many reactions on it. All the brown on the bottom is just more workers. And they are still guarding the trash pile. As I also said in the video, it's nearly impossible to get something out. So I really want they put everything in a corner, and when it gets too big, I just shovel it out, and then I have to pick the ants out again. But these actually have really big jaws. Hello, yellow apple. They have quite big jaws, and they will grab onto the soft tweezers, and then you're almost not able to tap them off. So they're actually, to be honest, they're quite annoying sometimes. I mean, I really love the looks on them. I tapped the outworld just a little bit. Reaction, poof. I really love them. They eat everything: seeds, protein, fruits. So I haven't seen them for sale in a while, but I would recommend them above Messor barbarus because they do eat seeds. You can leave them on a longer time on seeds. They don't do the big seed storage as the Messor barbarus do, but they can live on seeds for a longer while. So if you give them a seed feeder with seeds, you can leave them for a while. Yeah, no mages. That's true. But look in the outworld. There's no mess. They make a neat trash pile. Okay. Time for the thing that I said in the stream, the reaction on food. Bye, Nelius. Thanks for joining. Because these ants have a small social stomach and they do need to feed all their brood, they have to run up and down the nest quite a lot. So there is a lot of activity here. So they will eat, they will drink until the social stomach is full, run back in the nest, divide, run back. So it's actually fun to watch because they are very, very active in that way. Are there still species that you guys and girls want to see? Let me know in the chat. Because we are, of course, we still have to do the big tetra nest. Yeah, the last years I was grabbing those. Hey, cool. Goodbye. Bicarinatum, yes. But then we have to move the camera, so. The pink unicorn. Well, that's funny. The queen is still in there. But they put the brood in the double drinker. Show you in a second. So the queen is in there, but there is the brood. So let's not disturb her too much. But for the people that don't know, this is my daughter's setup. She was the one who caught this queen during the late nuptial flights. I think it was in September. It was pretty late. And she feeds them herself on Wednesday afternoon. Sometimes she has kids from school, and then they just come and go look at the ants, and it's like, oh, this is my setup, and she's all happy about them. My other daughter also had a colony, but she gave it away to her friend, which was also funny. So yeah, and by request of Sadie, and my daughter was really happy with it, there is now a pink unicorn in the outworld. Yeah, the Tetramorium will come, but then that's a big setup, so I cannot get it to the table. So I need to move the camera. I will do that in a second. I have my girlfriend has a picture somewhere that's actually 3 ants on top of the unicorn. It's just like they are riding the unicorn. Do I need to make a special, Martin? Seems that I might need to add another color to the shop again, but I don't want to. Now, requested colors is possible. So if you want another color, let me know before ordering, and I will tell you if it's possible or not. I mean, I have blue, I have brown, I have all kinds of different colors, but it's not something standard for the shop. And if I need to buy certain filaments for it, there is extra cost. Am I willing to do that? Of course, but there's going to be a small fee on it then. Do I have a lot of pink in the house? Well, I have 2 daughters, so yes, I have pink filament. Do I have rainbow color filament? Yes, I have rainbow filament. Am I going to make a rainbow nest? I really don't want to. So yeah. Okay, I need to move some ants back. Then over Messor, I have to go back. Okay, do you guys want to go to the rainbow filament? It every half meter of filament it changes color. So if you start printing it, you have to make sure that it's a large print, but then you are actually able to get different colors in one print, and it will change colors. Yes, but I can show you the LCs. We are going over to the Viv right now. I hope everything will work. So let's get some light. I actually had to take the T800 out for a second. It was really hard to get that thing ant free. But yeah, I started cleaning the nest, and then halfway through the week, I'm starting to lose it. There was a big die-off. As you can see, there's a lot of dead ants in there. But they are bouncing back, like always. But I actually cleaned the setup, and now it's a big mess again. Yes, I gave them a dubia. But yeah, So let's move inside, because I also was doing another test which is also failing. So we have the first large nest, the second large nest, and then you can see in the third one there's actually some room, and this has something to do with the die-off. But it also has to do that I wanted to try and see if I can make a split off, but they're not putting any brood in there. They're just pulling the cotton. And no, that's not brood. It is wet cotton. But there is a lot of ants in that tube, but not like I wanted to, because, oh, that is a queen there in the middle. I wanted to see if I could split off a colony, so I was hoping that they would put brood in there and some queens, and that I just can could take this off and then sell it, because I got a question from somebody and I was like, oh, that's a fun project to do. But no, that's not working at the moment. This week I also want to put the camera on the tetra tunnel. It's them always running around. And I think that my chat has stopped now. No, the chat is still good. Okay, leafcutters. Sadie, this is my queenless colony. This was donor fungus, but there were so many workers that I just put them in the setup, and the fungus is now 5 times bigger than it was when I got them. But it is queenless, so they will die out. But the colony was so big that I actually was able to connect an outworld where they are now cutting their leaves. Do you have a removable mesh? Yes. If you want to clean it, you can take the mesh out, but it's only possible when the ants are not in the setup anymore. So the setup is completely washable and reusable. But it's not made to swap out when there's ants in there. So this is the donor colony. And then we here have actually the 2 colonies. So this is the first colony that I got. Yeah, there's no great lighting here, sorry. This is the first colony that I got, but the brood or the fungus was bad. So I got donor fungus for it. But when I got the donor fungus, I also ordered a second colony. But that's only 4 workers. But they're doing good in their the crafting and leafcutter setups. So yeah, and you guys were asking, okay, but how busy is he then? Well, if you can see that we have 2 setups here, the large one, yeah, they will grow, and the pink one. This is the amount of space that I have. So it's leafcutters, tetras, extra shelf on the tetras. Then we have, I love this shelf. This fits perfectly. So you have the diversa, then you have the harps, and then we have a top shelf that I'm not going to show because that's the secret. That's the filosa. And then we have, in the back, we have the singularis and the leaf cutters. Okay, bye-bye. And then this one is where the lighting's not working, but no for Messor, the Vaguses, more tetras. So, yeah. And then a ton of other small setups. And then more small setups. Oh, we still have to get the lateralis out, and then in the bottom we have Nikita. So yeah, we have 2 vivs at the moment, but when everything's in there, then it's full, because that setup has to go on this shelf, and then That's where Rita is going, and then the other small setup has to go over there, and then it's full again. So okay, let me know, Sadie. So yeah, I'm gonna put you back in the stand, and I'm gonna get the lateralis out. They are really going for the food today. That's nice to see. And we are back with a colony that has actually been giving me problems this week. And I can show you exactly what. We had a lot of escapees because they have crossed the barrier, as you can see here. And I am not using these outworlds anymore because when they get heated a few times, they actually, the lid warps and it doesn't shut properly anymore. But we also have another problem. The colony is getting too big for their twig. As you can see, it's brood there, but it's actually on the floor of the box. It's not inside the wood anymore. The colony is too big. Bye, outro. The scuds, we already did Scutellatus. We already did the Scutellatus. They were escaping. Remember? They're getting out of the hydration holes. Okay, they are giving me a high time already. I'm gonna leave it there. With the scuds, we were talking about if they needed the new setup or not. With this colony, I'm not sure if the queen is alive, but by the amount of brood, I would say yes. After hibernation. Let's see if I can give you another angle on it. Yeah, there you are. There's just a big pile of brood there. It's just on the floor. Are we able to see it from the bottom? No. Okay, sorry. Hey, Dragon Bloom. Yeah. But I might be giving these girls a wooden setup. So attach, I think for now, attach a medium wooden flex nest and see if they want to move into that one. Because, well, this is getting too small. This was actually the first outworlds that I made, but it was not a success. The cost for making it were not up to the cost for selling it. Okay, are there any other species that you would want to see again? Let me know. I'm gonna check if we got them all. Before you ask, are the Lasius Flavus are at a school project. That's why they haven't been on the stream today. So a friend of mine had a school project and he wanted to borrow my Lasius Flavus. So they will return next week. Singularis, sure. The golden buds, please. The Parius. What is your favorite project so far? Well, that's a hard thing to say because I liked making the gypsums, but that is in a testing phase, so the concept is done. The leaf cutters is challenging, and that's ongoing. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah, it is, Sadie. And there's still a few things that I'm not happy with, but I have a new version. But I'm not gonna move the colony again, and to buy another colony for now is a bit. Yeah, no, I just don't have the money for that at the moment. But that might be an option if a large people want to save from the donations. Get an ATA is a possibility. Yeah, these girls finally are doing okay now. They had a really rough start. We dropped in numbers quite bad, but now they're good. Yeah, the honeypot project will be cool, but I'm just really struggling. The thing is, I like my things to be original. And there are a lot of honeypot nests, and the biggest example of that is just the normal tar heels. If I want, I can make one of those nests in one evening. But I want something else. So that's also why I didn't continue with the honeypots yet, because I don't have an original idea yet. And I don't want to be, cooler. I want to make it different. The idea, the flex nest, the white tongue, the wood is not original. But the flex nest, that everything fits in the same container, with the idea later on, if you want to reuse this one, you buy a white tongue and you can use it again. That's the idea about it. That is why I made the flex nest. So the design around it is original. Inserts, it's not a copy, but a lot of people done it like that. Yeah, the tar heel isn't hard to make with the right materials. That's true. And the gypsum, it's the same gypsum as this. So I just need to make a mold that would, and then a nest flipped on its side with a mold in it, and then it's done. But I want something original, but I don't have an idea yet. Well, that's a discussion and stuff. Because I'm not sure that the nest of Ant Antics is meant to change out pieces. And they don't have wood. They don't have white tongue. They only have gypsum. This nest fits. You can just grab and put this one in. Or you can grab and put this one in. It all fits in the same nest. So if you, the idea later on is that you can just buy this piece and take this one out and put that one in. So if you have an old nest, you can reuse the outside. And yes, you do need a different lid. The lids change, but the lids will come with the inserts. And then, of course, I tried to be original with the whole modular system. The inserts are not on the site yet. No. No. With the inserts is also, by the way, the hydration ports of the gypsum are, of course, different. Because for gypsum, you need hydration ports. With the white tongue, it's already in there. And then with the wood, you don't need it. So. Soil projects and ants will be original in their way. Yeah, but that's not doesn't fit my concept. Yeah, well, that's the whole idea about it. It's not, of course, it's easy for me, but it's not. It's also meant to be easy for you guys. I mean, I only have to print one size, and then I just. When you order, I put the insert in. But it's also for you later on that you can reuse your nest with a different insert. And when this one would break when you clean it, you buy a new one and you put it in there. You don't have to buy a full nest. So that's the idea about it. Okay, I'm going to double check if we did all the ants. I forgot one tetra setup. Yeah, we also have the mesh, but the mesh is something different. Because of heights and stuff like that and the separate bottom, it's just not possible to make a mesh inside the same setup. But that was also never meant. Hey Ed. Well, you're in time for the outro. So with these girls, it's the same. They are kind of half. They are in the double drinker and in the nest. The tetras have water. It's fine. It's fine, mate. The tetras. I'm in a WhatsApp group and they don't call them the tetras, they call them the beachies. And I'm constantly like, I like tetras better. I know that tetras is still like a name for several species, but if I talk about the tetras on my channel, most understand what we're talking about. Tetra is also a fish. Okay. Hey, Mike. Well, Ed, you're not the last one to join. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys back to Rita. Put the setup back. Okay. Yeah, it's time for the outro. So I'm gonna flip you guys around. We're going Peaky Blinders again. Ah, nice with the leaf cutters in the background. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, again, thank you all for joining. It's a fun way to do my Sunday evening. I have to feed the ants anyway, and it's just nice to talk to you. Thanks, Ed. It's a new leaf cutter setup. Yeah, you're welcome, Martin. Also to your wife, of course. Up to 40 people. Ah, that's good. Yeah, the numbers have been going up and down, but I don't worry too much about the numbers in the live stream. It's a certain group of people that's always there that I do it for. It's fun to do it with you guys. You know the setups, you know the species, and it's just yeah, it's fun to do it like that. Yeah, if you have things that I could improve on the streams, let me know. I see them here and there, Fuzz. I try to look at the chat as much as possible, but sometimes I'm not able to follow everything. But now, if there's stuff that you think that I should add or change, let me know. I hope that the setup is better now. I tried to do a little bit of better lighting, and that the surroundings are a bit more easy to film. So I hope that works for you. Yeah. So if there aren't any more questions, then I am going to end the stream. I will be at another 7 more species. Yep. I'll probably be in the Discord in about 15 minutes. I need to do some more cleaning anyway. So yeah. Sadie, we'll do some messaging for a pink setup. We can work something out. Same for you, Martin. First, let me know for the species if you want to ship them through me. And then, yeah, again, thank you all for joining, and hope to see you next time at the Crafting Ant.